Now, did you know that there are silent killers prowling the waters of Puget Sound? These killers are acting without discrimination and attacking salmon, seals, birds, even unwary divers. We don't know how many there are or even where to find them, but one thing is for certain: something needs to be done.
We're ready to fire it up. Okay, here we go. Have you ever wondered why there's not a lot of seabirds on Puget Sound anymore? Where'd they go?
Doc Temke travels the waters of the Puget Sound every day, just as he has for over 40 years.
Oh, this is looking fishy.
Searching for fish.
Look at this little guy.
There's just one problem. Many of the fish and other animals in the Sound have virtually disappeared.
Our environment is slowly dying in front of us, and people don't realize it.
To try and find some of that salmon that once filled these waters,
I can spin around, I can look backwards, I can look forwards.
Doc built underwater cameras to look for fish.
We do environmental documentation on exactly everything that we find. And we're going to kick it out there. Watch it go. Now it'll turn and look out towards the beach, which is really cool. See it there? It's a full-time job. I'm out here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I haven't had a day off in 52 days.
What Doc stumbled across with his cameras shocked him.
It's tumbling along in the current.
Frightened him.
And this wall is invisible to the fish and the seabirds.
And sickened him.
They never quit killing animals, ever.
He calls them the ghost nets of the Puget Sound.
When you hold up a dead animal and the carcass is there, it's kind of a ghost, isn't it?
About 300 feet of gill net here that was abandoned. It's probably a year old. There's about 200 crabs in this net.
Doc estimates there are thousands and thousands of ghost nets floating around the Sound.
The nylon mesh does not decompose in 2 or 3 years. You cannot physically take it in your hands and rip it apart. No way.
With more and more nets floating loose and adding to the problem every day, every month, every year.
These nets get cut in half most of the time by a boat or a big log jam, and they lay abandoned along the bottom, killing and trapping all kinds of marine life.
There's a small school of piling perch that was dead and rotten in the net when we brought it up.
It gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and you can see the cycle. It just never stops.
The nets are used by fishers to catch salmon.
These nets are $4,000 or $5,000 a piece. The fisher isn't going to want to lose his net on purpose. He sets his net, and half a day later, a boat has gone through it. Now you got pieces.
Doc doesn't want to waste time placing blame for the ghost nets.
No, not going to go away. Even if you ban netting, no more netting, it's still there. It's still there.
Instead, he has decided to clean up the problem.
Camera and fly it right down over the top and see if I can get a hold of that. Bring it up.
With a few fishing hooks, Doc uses the same cameras that found the ghost nets.
We're lucky because this one doesn't have any crabs in it.
To remove them.
One net was so full of seabirds and stuff that it took 14 people 3 hours just to cut them all out and to properly dispose of the carcasses.
Beyond the danger and death for wildlife, ghost nets also threaten humans.
Pretty scary thing to see in the water. It can be death to a diver. You don't panic. The faster you move, the more panic that you have, the more you're going to get tangled.
Both Mark and Doc advise any divers or swimmers to avoid any contact with a ghost net. To get rid of these killing machines,
Off she goes.
Doc has a lot of work to do.
We have to figure out ways to try to clean up our environment, and we can do a lot of good for the habitat just by removing the 66 nets we've already pulled.
So many ghost nets roaming the Sound, killing everything they touch. must have an effect on our entire ecosystem.
I cannot help but think that my physical health is affected by all of this derelict gear that's laying in our habitat.
Doc is one man on one boat, eliminating a killer, one ghost net at a time.
They're not going to go away. It's going to be here forever and ever and ever.